Greetings, everyone. This is me again, Zara Bizak. Come to help myself, Europeans, to show what a terrible this Islam is, terrible thing. Westerners, and please save us. And Muslims in Islam, they Shia, Sunni, both Sharia. So is that you killed us, killed the ex-Muslims, those who leave religion, killed them. So recently I was, it built up everything and I went insane, surely, yeah, like a psycho, but it's like I called a Kanpuri Pakistani a rapist also, because he sent me a private message a long time ago. Uh, or I don't know how long, yeah, but a long time ago. A Pakistani is sending me messages. So I call them all the Muslims rapists, even the Arabs. Yeah, they don't understand, you see, how much I've explained to them. So there was a case, gang rape case. What was her name? Vida? I'm forgetting in 1987, 88, 89. In Pakistan, I heard about it. Um, so thing is that you see, it's in your scriptures, this and this, and I was so like shocked, like in a Muslim country, Islamic Republic now of Pakistan, Pakistan being an Islamic Republic after Zia coming and putting it there, on the billboard, Pakistan, the Republic of the Islamic Republic, the Republic of Islam. So this, the person wanted to perhaps, say that she's not well, she's crazy. I'm a psycho, idiot, stupid psycho that, you want to save the ummah and you're doing this and you're telling us there were. So whoever, in whose ever scriptures, whatever is scripture you believe in, has this, like something like marital rape. And this is, you don't get it, what can I do? And also in your countries, if you don't get up for one rape, like gang rape is too much. Molestation, get up for molestation. And not only that, like before we never used to blame our religion, but now seeing in this how much rights the men are given, against the women, their wives or whatever their right hands possess, and fatayatakum, slave or maid girls, you can prostitute if they wish to be prostituted. Surah Nur Ayat 33 says that part. Otherwise, or it's a contradiction to the first part where it says, remain chaste. So this I was showing earlier on. And another thing is, look at this, men, go into your wives whenever you wish. You remember that ayat, go into your wives as you wish. Quran ayat, so this, I mean, this is, excuse me, this is too much for me, right, to take. These are the things when we are told in Shia Islam that don't go near things like gambling, they say in the Quran. These are things of shaitan, and then they can make you, go into adultery or fornication or indecent things like don't go to parties, be segregated. Even like the schools, our schools, some of them were segregated, not the British O levels, A levels. Colleges were segregated, only women's college in Pakistan, Karachi also. Because to avoid all this, right? So if you're allowing a man, if Allah is allowing a man to do this to his wife or what his right hands possess, then Can you believe what he can do? Well, like, your wives are a place of sowing of seed for you. So come to your place of cultivation however you wish, and put forth righteousness for yourselves. Another thing is that very few, like Westerners, only on maybe Bill Gates will send you a message saying, you can learn this, but or Muji's organization, Sahaja, or let's say Mrs. Donna Eden. But very few Westerners send private messages on Facebook to me. Mostly they're Pakistani or Indian, but mostly Pakistanis sending me messages, and it's an harassment. You should understand the person's condition, case. If you want to help, respect that person's wishes, and that's the best thing you can do for now. Not to send her private messages. So this, and another thing is Muhammad Ayad's video that I saw now, the healing of the hearts, the believers' hearts. So I will talk. Let me just jump to that for now. So he says that the Christians, Jesus said, and I found out that sell your cloak and buy a sword. This is in Luke 22, verse 36. Sell your cloak to buy a sword. And then I found an article here. So you see, when reading Jiddu Krishnamurti, I'm giving it to the Christians also now. Where was that article? Oh, Jesus meant to fulfill. Jesus, this is not like take every Christian or disciple of Jesus at that time should sell their cloaks. And this is for self-defense. One Christian was saying this is not even for self-defense. He just came to fulfill the Old Testament, what do you call it? What do they call it? Misunderstanding. If you don't have a sword, sell. Prodigal thought. Let me just check this article. And if this is the one, I'll share it on the screen with you. No. Many times it's naive perspective floating around that says something like this. God said, I believe in this. No, this is. But he came to fulfill a covenant, or what was it? No, so, no, this is not the one. I can't find the one. I didn't even save it. So, people, Christians saying no. So, you see how you interpret your Quran, even the Muslims, see how you even do interpreting the Quran ayats, saying, oh no, this Jesus didn't mean this to be self-defense at all. He just came to fulfill the what do you call that? That word is, sorry, it's flown over my cuckoo's nest. Why does Jesus say sell? Maybe this one, if it comes close to. Sell your cloak, buy a sword, has long plagued biblical interpreters. Scholars have attempted. Now, I found this is also not the one I found earlier on. Um, to check which gospel records this, I found it in Luke 22, right, 35 to 38. Has long plagued biblical interpreters. Scholars have attempted to explain this passage in many ways. Now, you can't say you can say your interpretation. This is what you mean by your interpretation, and there are many interpretations. You can say this is my interpretation. But no, Jesus then, they say that later it's Jesus who says something. So it's not even my interpretation. Let me find that article. You get what I mean? Like the person is saying, this is actually what Jesus means by this, like their interpretation of what Jesus said. Like he's just come to fulfill what the previous verse said or something. by mouth and not by action. That would mean, because on the other hand, they explain that Jesus said, "He who picks the sword dies by the sword." So, in a way, maybe Jesus was discouraging the soldiers who were there and he was showing the Roman soldiers. But then again, he had to come and fulfill the some what words of what do you call that? Why can't I find that article here? Just looking at this article, sell your cloak to buy a sword. Radically Christian. Oh, this is the one. So, can you see this? Yeah, now it's come on the screen. So this is Radically Christian, Re-Examined Theology. It's time for us to resume our re-examined series by considering Luke 22, verse 36, in which Jesus says, "Let the one who has no sword sell his cloak and buy one." Many Christians use this passage as a proof, even Christians, he says, many use this passage as a proof text for the use of deadly force in self defense. But is that really what Jesus was talking about in this passage? Is Jesus commanding all of his disciples to arm themselves? Let's take a look at Luke 22, verse 36. How this verse commonly used, how the verse is commonly used. Many Christians believe Jesus is teaching his apostles that when he sends them out into the world after his ascension, they will need to carry swords in order to protect themselves from murderers and thieves. Many believe this passage gives clear and undeniable permission for Christians to arm themselves against evil people who would do them harm. I do not believe such an interpretation or application does justice to the context of the passage. I think when you look at the context of the passage, Jesus is not talking about self defense at all. In fact, Jesus is very specific about what he wants them to have swords at that particular time. Context leading up to the passage, Luke 22, is all about the events leading up to Jesus' arrest. The chief priest subscribes. So this, and then Jesus, Last Supper, Jesus told Peter, okay? Then everything leading up to verse 35 to 38 was about Jesus's arrest. It would be very out of place for Jesus to be talking at this point about things they would need for the Great Commission, which wouldn't happen for months. It seems more fitting that when Jesus told them they would need a money bag, knapsack, and sword, he was saying they would need those things that very night. They would need those things because of what was about to happen. Why they needed swords. Sorry, I'm making some mistakes. Most importantly, verse 37 tells us why the apostles needed swords that particular night. Jesus said, "For I tell you that the scripture must be fulfilled in me." The first word, "for," is incredibly important. It is the Greek word gar. It ties verse 36 and 37 together and it assigns purpose. The reason Jesus wanted his disciples to have swords that night was that a particular scripture would be fulfilled. The scripture the swords would fulfill was Isaiah 53 12 verse, and he was numbered with the transgressors. So I don't understand that. Like just in case he was numbered with the transgressors, so just for by word, Jesus just meant to fulfill the scripture by word, or just numbered with the transgressors here? and not by action. This doesn't mean for all times, like after Jesus is crucified and all this, even. And when the disciples have to go and preach this message, convey this message. So after Jesus explained the purpose for the swords, the apostles said, look, Lord, here are two swords. And Jesus said, it is enough. So we might ask, enough for what? Enough for 11 men to protect themselves on separate missionary journeys? Seems like there is a contradiction here. Keep reading the story. All who take, I read the whole thing. In conclusion, I would rather this not turn into a debate about Christians and self defense, because that's not what this passage is about. If you want to study about self defense, you'll need to look elsewhere in Scripture. Luke 22, verse 36 is not about self defense, but about prophecy fulfillment. So I have to yet look deeply into this matter. How can I be sure of that? Because Jesus said it was about prophecy fulfillment. And who are we to disagree with Jesus? For further study, I would highly recommend Preston Sprinkle's book, Fight, A Christian Case for Nonviolence. I Love You and God Loves You, Wes McAdams. So this is what Wes McAdams has written. So you see all these interpretations, even most Christians thinking that this is for self-defense. But he says, reconsider this, re-examine this. Is it for self-defense? It's not for self-defense, it's fulfilling the scripture by word for just that moment. So I have a problem understanding this and agreeing to this. Okay. Then we have another one here. So you see, Jiddu Krishna, sell your cloak. And how many Christians even think that this is for self-defense? Still believe this for self-defense. So I don't want to I gave my comment that I really am, so like this. For example, I will come on Christianity too, right? But for now it was Islam, and these kind of ayats, Surah Baqarah 2 to 3, again sharing this. You see, you're so brainwashed. You don't see, the women also don't see, the believing women, that this is not right. Even for your men to do this to you. Come to your place of cultivation however you wish and put forth righteousness for yourselves. But however you wish, there should be equality, mutual consent, when both the wife and the husband, or the man and the woman, are willing and feeling it. Not when the man wants it. She's a place for your cultivation. Another thing is that other ayat where it says beat the wife on third count. I mean, Islam teaches you, like for example, those Indians also who now, have learned from these Muslims. I will punish this woman or girl. Why did she come out late in the night? That the rapist was saying so chilling, and not even on what clothes she was wearing. But she could wear decent clothes and come out late at 12 midnight or 11. She has, so punish them like that, like the way Quran ayat says. And if it's in the Hindu scriptures, then I will call you people rapists, right? You are rapists to believe in this. Whoever believes in these kind of things that lead to rape, like for example, beating the wives or women when they are out of fear. Yeah, on the third count. But even on the third count, like, This encourages people, men, uh, to, take action against women, even rape them forcefully to hurt them. What is this? Although, where is rape? Where is the punishment for rape in the Quran? Punishment for rape, Quran. Where's the ayat? Maybe does it indirectly all mischief and all this if you do war against Allah and the Messenger? That ayat you would take. Stoning to death for the married, or a flogging of 100 lashes and deportation of the unmarried ghair muhsin. Okay, so rape in Islamic law. But is there a ayat, or is this all hadith based? Zina is different. Rape is like something Zulekha did to Yusuf. So you have to take Hazrat Yusuf's thing, right? That's just molestation. That's an attempt. Zulekha was trying to seduce, and then, seduce Yusuf. And that's a different thing. Woman seducing Yusuf. Rape is many ways, many things were different. Like man wants power. Mostly they say that when a man wants power over a woman, female, he can rape her. That's one of the things. He can get power over her by raping her, or by dishonoring her, by taking revenge. Like Mukhtara Mai's case, taking revenge on the brother or the uncle or the family member, you rape their women, or their family female member. Muslim jurists agreed that the punishment would not be averted even if the perpetrator claimed to be ignorant of the law. This is because of the immorality of the crime of rape and severe harm it causes the victim. Yeah, it causes severe. When a woman went out in the time of the Prophet for prayer, a man attacked her and overpowered her, meaning raped her, okay. She shouted and he went off. And when a man came by, okay, this is the Hadith, Sunan Dawood 4379. Sorry, the marital rape, also in Islamic law, you can see, but there are contradictory views. But there's a ayat which says the men can go into the wives whenever they please, whenever they like, wish. It's called zina is zibr. Rape is called zina is al-zibr. Zina, adultery, has consent by both parties, and also fornication. So this is zina is zibr, not al-zibr. Okay, but that zina that you use for this rape also is just not enough. I don't think so, because rape is different than zina, right? Adultery and fornication, where consent is there. Oh my God. I mean, I got when I looked at the history, Islamic history here and there, I got the picture that this man, Prophet Muhammad, was not a true prophet. And the history coming lopsided, biased from the Islamic side. Then when I looked at where was Jawaria bint Harith, and this is all read for me, right? Then I was like, oh my God, I could get this person. I got him. He's a rapist of Safiya bint Huay. Even though 3 months may have passed, and that Islamic history is wrong coming from the Sunni side, they would say Umayyad side. But I was telling the Shias, please look into this matter. Maybe even the Jews, like, how can the Jews, politics, all be wrong in this? No, no, they can all be wrong. Okay, let's tell, I couldn't, like, articulate it, explain to you. But like step by step, I did it. Every different live streams. I couldn't do it in one live stream to show you even the Islamic history and your Shia, your Islamic history coming from the Imams biased. Past history coming from Imam Ali, or the Quran even coming from Imam Ali. So, let alone like history, Islamic history. So I showed you, and I've forgotten how, and not to take like Surah Tarim here, step by step, different live streams, building, showing like that, building up to show you step by step. Okay, you can't take Imam Ali as the true Imam because at the first stage, Prophet Muhammad's thing fails. And you can see like a Banu Qurayza history, Badr, and where Dawood has been told to listen to both brothers when he's supposed to decide on a case, give his judgment. Now, that history hasn't come to us from the other side of the brother, right? Why should it come from one side only? And maybe the way Imam Ali used to kill, like the way they killed the Banu Qurayza tribe, they were scared. Like we are told the Ahl Bayt, they subdued them so badly that they couldn't, like still, but they had the power of God to at least speak out with patience and perseverance. This is what they called us, Baghis, and this after Karbala, the women subdued, but God's power of faith, how Zainab stood, Bibi Zainab in front of Yazid, in front of Ibn Ziyad. So that is there. So could it be that Safiya bint Huway, Jawaria, what was the main crux of the thing that I showed you that completely destroyed Shia history to you could not trust in Al Bayt, the progeny of the Prophet, and Imam Ali being the true Imam. I just cannot put it in one word, to give you the most important. But here, like Surah Tahrim ayat, here and there, I don't know, it was just a built up to show you where Alam, even Aqa Medipuya is wrong, that Prophet Muhammad does not err. When in Surah Azab, this ayat is for him also, where you've erred unintentionally and all this. Taking the adopted son from the pagan Arab custom. Sunnis there, leaving aside the Sunnis because they said that time Prophet Muhammad, when he did this practice uh, of adoption, he wasn't yet a Muslim prophet, Islamic prophet, right? So step by step, I've been showing you. See so many interpretations, different, even in the most eloquent and most Christians. You see, problems of interpretation. This could cost people like a lot. Now, recently, this was so shocking to see also. So I was called the psycho. Okay. Now I've kind of calmed down my evil thing for now. So now going to, where is it? YouTube. Look at this, Karachi's. Long time ago, I went to go like door to door, help the, what is this? Like long time ago, depressed in Karachi, Sayyid Muzammil. I mean, he could lose his life, this young man. And he's told us that a lady was killed speaking against, Pakistan, Karachi plight. Here it is. Huh? This is, let me just, I've shared it. I just have to add it here. So, excuse me. Somewhere here where the lady was mentioned, I had to stop. Then I put, be safe. Please stay safe. He's risking his life. Oh my, this devastating. I'm sorry, excuse me. I cannot. And someone told me that rape cases raised how increased in Pakistan when I was there. Gang rape and all this percentage. My brother gave me percentage and said, check on, give them the percentage and check. And many unreported also, but the reported ones, percentage was so high in Pakistan at that time. So sorry, I would love my research to be very like accurate, so percentage of rape. Why is this so much in Pakistan against other countries also? Karachi is a gone case. So when there were some things that you have to get up and even about my personal life, like recently I felt what I felt. I have to give my personal life story, although I don't like, I know how many Pakistani men, your own people, will be the first ones. Oh, she's using this to do this, and, talk like anything. But to tell you, maybe Kalki is here. Maybe he is. Maybe I was Radharani. If I was Radharani, then I have to tell you what I went through in Karachi, living in Karachi, how my with the Kashmiri Shias also, uh, how they gang rape, how they not rape, they raped another woman, a girl, but how they make you friends. One of my servant and then slowly use you for sexual pleasures and even bring their friend to use you. I started to think I'm bad, a dirty child. But then later on, Kalki comes and he has to come with his girlfriend. He doesn't come alone in the hostel, London hostel. So what he is behind, he's in front. And they're telling me Hindu Kalki, like how he's at least, okay, the kissing part of the girlfriend and all this was like what he is in the back, he's behind, is in front of you. And he has a good reason for that also. And that what age they were, him and his girlfriend. Okay, let me share this and I'll continue with my story. Approximately 4,326 cases of rape were reported in the year 2018. Then by 4,377, okay, a little bit of increase. And then it goes down. Yeah, so in year 2000, early, Oh, they have. Oh, so the act of 2016 on October 7, 2016. So it must be before this. Oh, 2016. When did I leave Pakistan? 2011, I think, most probably. Yeah? This is devastating for a woman. I keep forgetting to add it on stage. I share it, but sometimes it doesn't come on stage because I have to add it. Double. Oh my goodness. So we cry on BBC. We used to cry on BBC, and I've now forgotten what I. So you see, I was thinking when I was reading Al Kafi, like who's the religious scholar you can trust, who to take as your marja. So it's like I haven't lived with them. You know, in life, like you start to doubt yourself. And thank God he told me in London that you don't sell yourself short, do you? And I was like, don't make me embarrassed. I come to a college party. I'm in a college party. You're embarrassing me. But, no, no, my Shias, you don't know some, even some Muslims who wear hijab and who wouldn't, follow my religion and the people following it sincerely. I'm nowhere near that. And I was so embarrassed, but I told him, I don't like people who play games because he wasn't dancing with me. And already, like we had become friends. So it was funny. He wasn't dancing with me. He was dancing with other Trinidadian or British Hindus and some girl I vaguely remember next to me, but little. So you see, your trust is shattered. There are times when you look back and you say, "Sorry, God, I can't even trust myself." Because how they made me doubt in myself, the way they groom you. First, they become your friend. They take you for a bicycle ride, and even our servant, like that served us, the younger brother, Shia family, huh? And his Safdar's uncle was Sayyid. So people are going. My family would hate it that I speak like this here about my personal life. And even I would think, Pakistanis men. So when I read in Al Kafi, like I said, please, I have to live with the marja to know. Now the Ismaili Imam is the spiritual father. He's kept that trust. His trust once betrayed. So Kalki at that time, this Paramahamsa Vishwananda, he was fair, Pathan. Asad Khan was his name. And he didn't use me like, he wouldn't come in my hostel. He would walk me from the college to the hostel. He wouldn't come in. I would invite him only to the smoking room. Can sit and just, or maybe the front lounge, non-smoking lounge. But he wouldn't come in. And then once I told him, wouldn't it be nice if you could live here in my hostel? I started to trust him. And so he then brought his friend Ajay to find out how much. But by now, I think we had stopped talking to each other. Uh, he had told me, promise me you will never stop talking to me. I said, I cannot promise you these things. And also nagging him about drinking, not to drink. So we had a problem. Uh, so he had to come in and I was searching for the truth. I told my Kuwaiti brother that I want, like, how do we know that our religion, Shia Islam or something, is the truth? But I didn't tell him Shia Islam, like, because he's a Sunni Muslim, Kuwaiti. I met him in Holborn College. So he said, if you want, like, the truth, like the dying man wants truth, life, sorry, life, like a dying man wants life, then you will get it. So later on, I read about Descartes, Rene Descartes, how he put himself in a very hot room and all that practice. And I was trying to, with my nose, trying to get, no. So this way, suicide, like, I couldn't do it to myself. Not suicide, but just let's see if the truth is going to come. I'm going to stop breathing, or like a sinking man, drowning man wants to breathe. So the truth should come to me. The truth should come to me. Although my health, he did touch, Asad Khan touch my head. Afterwards, what happened to my head, right? And so now he's Paramahamsa Vishwananda. Same, but Asad Khan was fair. Same height, same look, same voice. And he told me he doesn't know Urdu. He only knew his Pashto. He was from Attic, Pakistan, his parents. He was born in Britain. He didn't know Urdu. So maybe he was showing me, like, kissing in front of me, his girlfriend in the hostel, or going to Earl's Court kebab shop, because you know, to show me that's what he is. जो पीछे है वो आगे है. What he is in the bedroom, he's outside. Or maybe he had some other reason to show me that, to do that to show me. But at least I knew I was safe from him. Even when we became friends, and he would never betray my trust. So, like Hasnat Khan, once I read an article, although he's Khan, Lady Diana says about Hasnat Khan, and I think I met Hasnat Khan there outside my hostel once. I thought he was Hasad Khan's brother, or he was looking for Hasad Khan, because Hasad Khan told me he has two other brothers, older brothers. He was the youngest. So I was like, "May I help you?" and all this. He was all distraught, and he didn't tell me his problem. But it was after Lady Diana's death, and I was praying, like, I wish I could help someone in need, or in, like Hazrat Musa prayed to God in the Quran. Ayat is there, "Oh God, send me a good deed." So then I was like curious, like this guy. That's why I was like, okay, because Asad Khan I know. So yeah, he was a Hasnat Khan outside my hostel. Hasnat Khan. So Lady Diana writes about him that, he's the only one who didn't use me, who didn't use me. I'm searching for the article. Vanity Fair. Oh, why am I saying? Okay, I have the Spellbound. Have you seen the movie Spellbound thing? Spell on me. Hasnat Khan, the only one who would never use or betray her. This is Pakistani original, right? The only one who would never use or betray her. But how could this? I mean, I could read about this, but I've had my share of really bad things I've experienced where you go doubting yourself, bad girl, Donna Summer. So once my this Southall lighter, golden lighter, stopped working in the smoking room, and Hassad Khan took it. Now he's there with his girlfriend. Now we're not even talking, and he's like, "Let me," and he's trying to, with this watch like silver, gold, or trying to fix my 1 pound, 3 pounds lighter, or no, not even 3 pounds. I think maximum that it was on the sidewalk. There was this gari thing. What do you call it? Selling. He's and then he's trying to fix it with my light, with his watch, wristwatch. I like, please give it to me. It's only like 50 p or 1 pound at the most. Can't remember now. 3 pounds lighter, golden. Then he says, okay, I'll go and find Amrita Ramlochan, get a screwdriver, and maybe you need to put gas. I need to go and buy gas from the shop growth. So he was very helpful in this way also. And when and he wouldn't, like, first time he said, let's go to Khan's restaurant in Bayswater from Three Kings pub. They wanted to drink, so I wanted to get them out of the Zulfikar and him. He wouldn't only he would walk me alone. He'd be with me after college to walk me to my hostel, and from there he'll go. He'll go. Like, where do you have to go? Is far away somewhere. Guys, okay. So only that time, alone with me, walking outside my hostel, he'd leave me, not even step to the steps. Then there are these steps, you go up. He wouldn't even step on that hostel steps outside the gate. But later on, Zulfikar didn't show up. They were supposed to, now he was like Pathan. And Zulfikar is like Quetta, Pathan. So now we have to take you because you something I paid for the restaurant food or something. So Zulfikar didn't turn up, and Sunita somehow appeared in the college. First time I've seen this girl, and she made a thing about my dress, her black and white gray. Oh, you're so you're dressed. I said yes because we have to go out. So, okay, the point is that I have to tell you the little bit of the truth that I felt Kalki Avatar is here. In the making, they disguised, and I'm Radha Rani. So he had to give back to me the trust. So that's why Party, he said, you don't sell yourself short because he's known, he's been my witness. He said I was the one who died, who came in front of your car in Sindhi Muslim society. He said the snake, remember? He scared the driver at that time outside. We were in the car, just up on that road. Capri Cinema, Prince Cinema, and Nishat going home. So a black snake came on the screen. My uncle got scared. It's a snake. And I said, no, it's like a belt or black rope. He said, no, this is a snake. So I found out that on this road they have a mandir in Karachi, right? Now it's called, before it. near Capri Cinema. What mandir is there? Raj. Snake coming. Capri is all you need to know. Is there a mandir there? Hindu temple. What's that road called? Capri Cinema. Emegina. Emegina Road. It's mandir. Anyway, so the Kalki, I have these bouts. Sometimes I was like, no, no. Children dying, I'm not getting well. Seems like I have cancer, broken head. Mandir, M.A. Jinnah Road. What? Okay, I've searched this out, but I forgot. What? No, no. Sri Swami Narayan Mandir. Oh, the one on that road. Neti Jeti. That's another one. It's Narayan. Sri Swami Narayan Mandir. So they were recently telling me that no Hindu is going to take any aggressive stance against what happened to Radharani. They couldn't stop all that. But sending a snake and coming in front of the car in Muslims when my uncle was driving, and oh yeah, my eyes were closed. I had a cap on. Um, I didn't see the man. So coming from Karachi American School, uh, taking that way, the Drake Road way back home, and through Sindhi Muslim Society. He said he's the one, and he's given me sign in the hostel when he came down from his girlfriend's room. He he put his hands on my eyes, like, who am I? And I had to guess. I know this game. Oh my God. So the snake, okay. I never knew there was a mandir until principal's niece told me. Have you seen this beautiful house or mandir there? It's so beautifully made. Sri Swami Narayan Mandir. Snake. Ooh, what else is there? Okay, so I just have to remove this. Um, so many people misuse you, and you start doubting yourself. Bad girl, dirty girl. How could I allow this? Some can't fight back. They're so shy, or it's done in such a clever, sly way. Like I can just imagine now through my own experience in Britain, gang grooming. First, they make you, friend. Then the whole another person can also use you, their friend. Please be very careful. Oh God! Now it's too late to say that, but still, I'm saying like. So you start to doubt yourself why you allowed this to happen without, like at times so subdued, another time angry and all. Mm. So So he lived with me in the hostel, but not with me. I mean, he lived in the same house, sorry, with his girlfriend. We're not allowed, actually. I don't even know how he managed to live there. So, one time in the smoking room, I was looking out the window, and like it felt like he's going to come here. He's just going to be outside the window. And my heart told me he's going to come here, but he didn't come that night. Like, just makes fun, like, he's playful also, like, I'm here. He didn't appear, but he came in the hostel with the girlfriend. She was also in the college with us. I don't sell myself short. Then in the end, he said, he made these Britishers who were there in the smoking room uh, put their hands up. They don't even know me. I don't know them, the Europeans. They look like Britishers, Europeans, I couldn't tell. But, like these Caucasian white people. He, he said, you are good, you are good. And then he put his thumb and finger together. I'm this good. I said, no, no, you are good. I'm not good. So he put his thumb and finger together, which I had done with Miss Dessa. He said, I'm this good. And I was like, no, no. And he put his arms out and said, you're this good. And then he's made these people, he was kind of, so he made these both men raise their hands. Who, all of you, raise your hands if you think she's good. And I'm smoking and all that. They've raised their hands. One hand, he made them raise it. Now he's making all of them raise both hands, saying Chair, Radhe, and all this. And he wasn't dark. Paramahamsa Vishwananda, he's made himself dark now. And I wondered if he had some, he's completely Hazrat Khan. And what are you doing? First time I was like, what are you doing to these? So I don't believe in organized religions now and following gurus. Since I read Jiddu Krishnamurti, like you should be the light unto yourself. And he himself says, and if you watch Dil To Pagal, it's a little bit on our, and being older to him. So there are three friends. Dil Chahta Hai, sorry, not Dil To Pagal Hai, Dil Chahta Hai. In that, I used to wear striped t-shirt. One I had blue, white, and another blue color. Two striped t-shirts like that. Like Preeti Zinta. What's her name? Sorry, keep forgetting. Sorry. So I can remember names, but Preeti, sorry. So, Jane Kyun. Jane Kyun. So losing my faith and love also. This song, Jane Kyun. And you see this Jawad and जाने क्यों लोग मोहब्बत किया करते हैं. That's an old Indian movie song. But this from Dil Chahta Hai. And you can even see the video. Dil Chahta Hai. जाने क्यों. Alka Yagnik and Udit Narayan. Something about the song. Oh, the acting is like mine. And she's got better hair than mine. Again, your browser. Okay, 1 hour gone again. Unbelievable how quickly time passes, and I haven't. So, what was I saying? Yeah, I call Muslims rapists. and I mean it. Whoever follows this, I've showed you, and I've seen it. I'm not going to allow. I'm not going to allow it. You may allow it, but I'm not going to allow this thing. This is enough for me to tell me the ayat and all that he's a rapist, Prophet Muhammad. There's Surah Nisa, it married women. And if you're going to say this was in the previous scriptures, I'm going to say, I don't even believe in those scriptures. If you're going to say this is in the Hindu scriptures, I'll say, I don't even believe then in Hinduism or Hindu scriptures. But I'm just telling you now, recently what came to me, Prema Avatar, they call him. Someone who believed in love and all this, like me. And I said something recently, love. Ugh. So love, I've been writing about poems and all this. So there's a particular thing of his on Paramahamsa, Vishwananda's. Just checking. I've shared it. Uh, but my love has failed. Everything of mine. Vishwananda. Recent. Is he, like I was searching like this, right? Prema Avatar. I bought a ring for mommy, but I wore it myself. I went back home. I went back to London, that I call my second home. I can't find that video. He's at a pilgrimage of Assisi. He's wearing white. So you see that, no, I can't find that video right now to share, just show you. So he is, it's Prema Avatar, they call him. People, and Celine Dion also, like that song came out when I was in London, I think. Call the man, he's needed here. So I was like, how we call our Imam so respectfully, bowing down. They're doing his ziyarat, assalamu alaikum, this, and things like this. So the signs. That's why even now, like, I cannot do I cannot do his darshan standing because he already did it there, but I was sitting. We had an eye game. His girlfriend was sitting next to him. I was there. We made a circle on. We sat on the chair, and we're supposed to look at each other's eyes and then do what? Like I couldn't get this game, but anyways, um, so the eye game. Then I see him giving darshans and looking into the eyes of those who come for darshan. So my grand aunt used to say कि खुदा के सामने खड़े होके जवाब देना है. Standing in front of God, we have to be answerable. But so he's told me that you don't have to stand. This thing and the signs that Kalki has come. But I wonder why he hasn't called himself Kalki Avatar. And he calls himself Prema Avatar. I mean, he lets his disciples call him Prema Avatar. So this, but but shouldn't like Kalki Avatar, whoever needs help, healing, reach out to him and help them, him or her, let them find their light. And another thing, because this video, why I want to show you this recent video is because you are divine or something. Is that the let me just check on Facebook. I've shared it last night. Uh, oh my God, could Kalki after I'm still in a kind of a, what do you say? I'm not very like I doubt him. Where is that video of his about on love? So, oh, I didn't share it here. No, no, it's come here, but it didn't show the picture, the video. Prema Avatar. Love and live your life fully. Assisi Pilgrimage, Paramahamsa Sri Swami Vishwananda. YouTube.com. Oh, it's love and live your life fully. Like one moment of love is worth 1,000 lives without love. Did I say that? Oh yeah, I sometimes get confused. Like I think I need allergy pill here. Wait, what? 1,000 lives without love is nothing. But one moment with your beloved in love is worth 1,000 lives. I mean, it's, like, oh God, now I have my, this confusion thing, spellbound. I get this. Love and live your life fully. Paramahamsa Vishwananda. Sri Swami, he doesn't let me say that. He doesn't let me call him Sri Swami. So I just have to call him Paramahamsa Vishwananda. Assisi pilgrimage. Chunni, what was that dialogue of Devdas? हमने तो अपने जिंदगी जी ली अभी बस धड़कनों का लिहाज कर so and in that दिल चाहता है the opera scene or no before that like तुम तो मैं दिखाने आई हूँ कि प्रेम कोई चीज होती है दुनिया में love is the only thing we have. Paulo Coelho says it. The only thing I have, the only thing I will take with myself. Paulo Coelho. And so without love, like he's bringing broken hearts, जुदा जुदाई. अरे मोहब्बत की बस इतनी दास्तां है फिर अंधेरा है 4 दिन क्या सवेरा है फिर अंधेरा है. And people, like even this religion, my aunt saying you worship your Miss Disa, she said. And the Hindu thing I found that God lives in the heart. You don't have to search far. You just have to go to your heart, like Paramahamsa Vishwananda says. This head, you need to bring the brain down here, mind, to the heart. That's the distance where God lives. Only this distance you have to take, the journey to your heart. From your mind to your heart. This is the only journey you have to take. And God's living there. I haven't found God inside my heart. It's blocked. It's hard. Wounds have been opened and they have keep opening. These devils, whoever doing this to me, tortured me. So, but as a broken hearts, we've closed our hearts now. People don't believe in love. They give up. Oh, Paulo Coelho, Search for the Treasure, yeah. But, people don't even listen to their hearts because they don't want to, the hearts don't want to suffer or they don't want to suffer. It's a terrible suffering. So and he came to build the trust. So he had to live there. And I think for now, like I was wondering, and like which alim, which marja, what if he turns out to be a, yeah, you can't trust Prophet Muhammad now or Imam Ali or anyone. No, but I feel you have to live with them. So, like these gurus, they make an ashram and they call you. Like, oh, they make an ashram, and if you want to go, you can go to. Like Muji Baba has made. See, trust, love. Wow, this is amazing what he has done. Muji Baba. Again, I'm going to show you this. Have I shown you this? Sahaja glimpses here. Muji Babas. So, uh, and then he's shown me. Okay, the Sahaja glimpses you see of 2024. Moji Babas, right? What a place he's made in Portugal, a place where men, women, children together, trust, love, everything is there. You can trust that in that village with Moji Baba, at least you can trust, even with those who are there. You won't get molested, far from it. You can trust with your eyes closed. Sleeping in the night and someone another person from the sorry, I've got all these negative because I've experienced it, not that only heard of it, come and molest you while you're asleep or something, even that. You can trust this. So like the ashrams of true gurus. And another thing, that he's a true friend, and I'm sure he had a good reason for the highest good of all concerned at that time. And even now, as I'm suffering, like I was telling God, and that God, don't let my suffering be in vain. I've read this in Our Lady of Mojugure's one lady's statement, and I was repeating that in Life magazine, what I'd read long time ago when she went to Our Lady of Mojugure, a Christian, saying, if my feet, she was crippled, she was on wheelchair. So she said, but I don't want healing. If you don't give me healing, it's okay, but just don't let my sufferance be in vain. So he's a true friend who will never come in your room. I mean, once I had a problem, he had to come outside my room. He didn't step in the room to explain to me some, what was it, contract law, or was it some other equity trust. So he was living with his girlfriend, although we're not allowed even to have men sleeping over or living with us in the hostel. Even the girls' room is different, hostel rooms, and boys' rooms were different. I don't know how he stayed there. Anyways, but he came and he wouldn't step in my room. So so you know that kirtan of Bhakti Marga, Radhe, now the other one, that perhaps I have to go now. The Azan. Oh no, I have to go in the Radhe. What is it? on Facebook. I've been sharing this. Shri Vishwananda Radhe. Radhe. Shri Vishwananda. So, yeah, I can tell you, you can trust him with eyes closed. He's a true friend. Not only he proved it. He wouldn't use me. Betrayal. It may seem that he betrayed me. Shri Vishwananda Sadguru Deva Radha. Radha Naam Dhun. Shankari Dasi. Kirtan Sessions. Bhakti Marga YouTube channel. Radha Naam Dhun. Right? Oh my God. So Kalki has had to prove it to Radharani. See how he came in London. And when I was thinking, like about my husband to be, where is it? Oh, I have to put Bhakti Marga here. Yeah, this is the one. Radhanandan. So I can't play it or anything. I don't have copyrights. So this one, someone like her was in the after Hassan Khan. After I left the club, let's just go. He told me that he was locked up in the bathroom for 15 minutes the next day when I went to college. He was sitting outside the bench. He was inside the outside the premises building, but inside the premises, not outside the premises. He told me that he had to, because this girl was after him, he had to lock himself up for 15 minutes. Leicester Square Club. Ajay was there. And so all this, right? He's not. He's not after beauty of foreign women and all this. And he also left his $1 billion family. Oh, I mean, his family in Northampton, London, Pakistani family, Pathan. He said, my family, he was telling someone, so, because there was a fight there that night. So he was a little bit drunk also. So he said that my family is like a billionaire, millionaire, very rich in London, but he had left them. So he doesn't even, he's not for money, nor for these foreign girls, beautiful. He told me when we went to Leicester Square for dinner, Ajay was there. He told me he also doesn't want to marry a beautiful girl because he feels he's. So I was like, just because you are, you know, the jealousy will come in or you're possessive, you won't marry a beautiful girl. Because he said I'm a very superficial person. Like what you know, he used to like tell like, but he gave his jacket to Ajay, who admired his jacket. Like you know, we Arabs and Iranis and all were like that. Some Pakistanis also. That if our friend or someone admires something, we either go and buy them a new gift like this, or if it's not around anymore, we give them this that they're admiring. So he's a generous person. He's got an open heart, although paisa itna nahi hai. He doesn't have that much money. He didn't have that much money with him. But they wanted to pay for the, oh God. Pizza. Oh, we went for the Pizza Hut. I think it was a Pizza Express Pizza Hut. So I wrote to them what I'd written for my principal, that losing myself in you, I find myself in the meaning of my life. It means what Mirabai at that time I didn't know. Mirabai finding herself, losing herself in Sri Krishna, finding herself and the meaning of a life. So I didn't know at that time the principal was Mirabai. I didn't know anything about Mirabai, the saint, Hindu saint. Okay, so I have to go now. Thank you so much. I will continue with this later on. Uh, Thank you. God bless you. Have a beautiful, wonderful day always. So, for the truth. Oh, remove it. I mean,